Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to tune into another story time with Mason. I am your gracious host, Rooftop Stories, and this story is the greatest lie I never got away with. This story, little bitty, this begins when I was in the fourth grade. When I was a kid, I never did my homework. It was awful. I would always make some excuse. My dog ate my homework. My cat ate my homework. I ate my homework. My parents beat me. I was starved. Whatever. Anything to get away from doing homework, because I would rather be outside on my bicycle, ching-ching, doing, hanging out with my homies. West, yo. Well, this story is about one of the more elaborate lies that I created to get out of doing homework. It all started one harmless summer day. I go into class, and everyone starts getting out their little homework packets, and the teacher's going around grading them. And I don't have mine, because I didn't do it. Because I suck. Not really that good. But, it comes around for the teacher to come and check my homework. And she looks at me, and she says, "Nathan, why don't you have your homework?" When she asked that question, some synapses in my brain went off. And the list of excuses, I went through the list of excuses that I had. Dog, cat, me, being starved, parents beat me, I live in my basement, I was found under a rock in California. And then something brilliant came into my mind. It was as if the very creation of the universe, the Big Bang, happened in my brain. And I thought of something so ingenious that she couldn't question it, because how could she? Because then, what if I wasn't lying? So I looked up with big baby blue eyes and the saddest lip I could give her, and I said, Mrs. Teacher Lady, I was up all night at the hospital because my mom had open heart surgery. Yeah, open heart surgery. Open heart surgery. I am a genius. This was perfect, the perfect lie. Because how could she question it? Something so serious and so deadly. And I sold it like a boss. Acting career launch. Lord of the Rings, hit me up. So, it worked, needless to say. I had the best sad face. I'm crying fake tears. And she bought it. She told me I didn't have to do any kind of homework at all, and that homeroom class, we would be making cards for my mom to get better, like get well cards, So people drew little hearts and drew them like cut in half, and then somebody giving her a new one. The whole shebang. I got this on lockdown. Well, I missed one seemingly little detail called parent-teacher conferences. Almost. So, I go home. I don't tell my parents any of this. This goes on for another day. We finish the cards. They want to present them at the parent-teacher conferences. And it hit me in my brain. I was like, What is this? Oh dear God. Ha ha ha. Because how then she would know that I fucked up. Pardon my friend. So, come Wednesday, parent-teacher conferences. I'm dreading the whole day. I'm in my room, I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting for my death sentence to happen. So my mom is like, alright, time to go to parent-teacher conferences, let's go, woo! And we go, we get to my elementary school, and the walk there is like, I could hear the music in my head, like Jaws. It was coming closer and closer, and there was nothing I could do about it. We go into my classroom, and just the look on my teacher's face when she saw my mom, who had just had open heart surgery, it was like she was looking at a celebrity. It was ridiculous. So, she comes up to my mother, she grabs her hand, and she says, "Oh my God, Mrs. Hunt, I'm so glad you made it. It's just, Mason told us all about your surgery." I done fucked up. My mother looks at me with such a rageful look. I could see the fire in her eyeballs. She was shooting fire at me out of her eyes. It was terrifying. I could feel my ass clenching for the beating I was going to take. Ooh. Ew. Ew. And so my mother looks up at my teacher and she says, "Excuse me, but what surgery?" "Oh, well, Mason told us that you had open heart surgery. Is this true?" Almost. I was that close from getting away with one of the most beautiful lies I've ever told, ever. Now, I probably should tell you, don't lie, kids, it's not cool, blah, 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 you get in trouble. Lie all the time, it's cool. So, after that, my teachers never believed a word I said, even if it was true. My reputation was sullied because my shrew of a mother had to ruin everything. Nah. I'm kidding. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you a lot. But after a quick beating, I learned my lesson, and I did not lie about what I didn't do with my homework. I did my homework, but I never really turned it in. But this is the end of this story. And don't lie, kids. Don't. It's more trouble than it's worth. So wise words from your storyteller, your Lord and Master. Follow them, and you will live a happy life. Goodbye, and then stay tuned for my next video. I hope you like it. If you liked what you saw, subscribe that way. If you didn't, you're probably going to tell me anyway, so go ahead. Thank you, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.